A new start in the worst of circumstances for 7-year-old Nikita, his mum and grandma, who fled war-torn Ukraine and were taken in by the cabinet minister Grant Shapps and his family. For the past 10 months, they've all stayed in his grown-up son's old room and adjusted to life at his home in Hatfield. Snejana, who works in IT, had to leave her husband behind in Kyiv.
I woke up early in the morning when my sister was calling me. She lives in Germany, and she told that, hey, do you know that there are bombs falling to Ukraine? I told her, you are kidding. It cannot be that, and it sounds mad. Then I started to check the news, and I found that, yes, the war has begun. And of course, this forced us to leave the country.
Under the Homes for Ukraine scheme, they made contact with Mr. Shapps' daughter on a Facebook group.
We pretty much operate as one family most of the time, putting on the dishwasher or all of those types of household things, and it's an extended family. I found it very helpful because every time we're discussing what's happening in Ukraine in cabinet, in the back of my mind, or when I get home, I'm reminded about the reality of the policies and what it actually means, literally in our own kitchen.
Obviously, the government takes a very tough line on people coming in small boats, some of them from war zones. But now that you've been living it yourself, how's it changed things?
Well, my view is we can't have a situation where there's a route into this country by illegal means, by being people trafficked, from countries which are already safe, like France. So it doesn't change my view about that at all. It's absolutely right that stopping the small boats is one of our top priorities. And that's entirely different from being a country that has a big heart and always goes out of its way to help in the world.
More than 200,000 Ukrainians have been granted visas to come to the UK. But with no end to the war in sight, thousands of those taken in by families have since been evicted and become homeless. Nikita and his mum are hoping to be reunited with his father, who has made his way to Poland after a medical discharge from the army. They don't know if they'll ever return to the home they left.
First, I thought that it would take a couple of weeks, then a couple of months. Now I think that probably it may take a couple of years.